If you're learning how to code and you never use GitHub, you're already behind because GitHub is one of the most important tools every developer must know. Now, it helps you to save your code, track changes, and even collaborate with other developers without messing things up. In this video, I'm going to break down GitHub in the simplest way as possible. Now, I'm gonna make sure I keep everything simple and just kind of like stick to the basics so that you can understand fully well how to get your code, whatever, on the local system into the cloud, okay, which is the GitHub. All right, with that being said, let's talk about what is GitHub actually. So think of Git like a save button with memory, okay? But instead of saving just one version of your code, you kind of like, Git just gives you every version of your code, if that makes sense, right? So if you make a mistake today, you can go back to how your code looked yesterday. So in what we call, it is actually what we call version control system. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So the very first thing you want to do is come down to your browser and kind of like, go to git.xcm.com. Okay. I'm going to share this link in the comment section, in the description box below. So don't worry too much about the link. I'm going to share that. All right, with that being said, we come down here. I'm having Mac OS right here. As a matter of fact, let me go back here. If you click on the link that that you have, you're going to land right here on this page. And over here, if you are using Windows, you're automatically going to see install for Windows. Okay, but I'm on Mac right now, and that's why I'm having this. So I'm just going to go ahead and click this. All right, it's just going to give me further instruction on how to do this. Just go ahead and do it. If you're on Mac, go ahead and do this. If you're on Windows, go ahead and do this. It is pretty much very easy, right? And if you're on Linux, whichever one it is, just go ahead and do it. Now, once you are done with everything, right? So the next step for you is to create a GitHub account. So we cannot actually push to GitHub if you don't have an account. So the one thing you want to do is to just go to github.com. It's right here, pretty much simple. And you can see right here I already have an account. So I don't want to go through the hoops of creating another account. So what you got to do is to come down here and click on the continue with Google. And it's just like a regular creating of any website. Just go there, follow the step, and boom, you get your account set up. But for right now, I'm just going to click sign in. Okay, so let's try signing in through the Gmail. All right, cool. And now I'm down into my account. So when you are creating your own account, you are going to see land here on the dashboard. And don't worry about all of these things you're seeing. I'm just gonna start, like I told you guys, I'm gonna be working with the basics, so that shouldn't be a problem, right? So here I'm gonna go ahead and just create a new repo. Come here and click on this new right here, and it's gonna pop up a space like a Windows or a new page where you can put in the information. The name of the repo means like the project you're working on. On GitHub it's called repository, but we usually just call it repo. And you can just come here. If you're working on a backend system called Chico app, Mabu app, this is where you're gonna put it. But for me, this is the first the first app. Pretty much I just give it this name because we're trying to just this is just a tutorial, so it's not really something you have to worry about. But if you're working on a particular project, you know better to kind of like give it a particular name up here that would fit your project, right? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead. Don't worry about the description. We don't need that right now. Don't worry about none of this right here. We don't need that. I'm going to go ahead and click on create repository. And it's just going to create that for us. Boom, here we go. Now the one thing about GitHub here is that it kind of like give you the things I'm about to teach you right now, right? If you notice, we have the Git init, right? We've done that already. And here you can see that it tells you that you have to first of all make sure you have your README. Now README is just like a file where you can like write all the stuff that is going on, what your project is about. So README, just look at me right here. This is me, read about me. That is what that's actually what it means. All right, so let's start from this Git init. Okay, when we come back here, we put in Git init. Don't worry, Git init is pretty much just initializing GitHub in your project. All right, the next thing we want to do is to add. Okay, we don't have README, we have other files on here. Okay, like I said, I'm using this particular code. This is a class, just teaching my students Python. So I'm just using this as an example. So we already have files here, but I can create README. Like README is more like a place where you can talk about your code. It's called readme.md. When you click that, you can say this is a tutorial. Just a sample, just for sample. Okay, and you're going to see this very soon in the cloud. All right, so I'm just going to come back here, and I'm just going to go ahead and add. When you do git add readme.md, it's going to add only readme.md as a file that we want to push to the cloud. But if we come back and say git add dots, it's going to add all of the files into into the cloud. Does that make sense? So if we have this here, we can see error first class does not have commit checkout. So I'm gonna go here and just delete this. We don't want this. It's an empty file anyway. So I'm going to click on this, and boom, we add everything there. So boom, that's it. Now the next thing is for us to actually write a commit. Now a commit is just a way to tell GitHub, hey, by the time we're pushing this code, this is where I'm at. Right? So if I come here and say git commit -m, I'm going to write a message by saying this is introduction to Python. Now, in a real life code, you might be, working with, working on a backend system where you're working on the authentication. When you're done, you want to kind of like push your code. You can come here and say authentication solved. If you actually fix the problem, you can come here and write that. There's another video on how you can write a very good commit message. But right here, I just want to keep it simple. Okay. So once you do that, click enter. It's just going to save everything. Now we have the first version of our code. Right? So what we're going to do next is to actually make sure that we push it to the main branch. Now, I want to speak a little bit more on this branch. I'm going to clear this up. Click on this. Now, git branch -m main, you can have more than one branch, right? So think about this. You're working in an actual company, and you have team A, team B, team C working on a particular software. Now, the main branch holds the information, the main code, the production code, pretty much. That's what we call it. What does it mean? It means a code that is actually currently running that particular website or that particular app. And now if you want to make changes or you want to work on it, you don't want to send your code there directly. Otherwise, it can mess things up. And if you have millions of users, that's going to be a problem, right? So what you want to do is you want to create different branches. Team A is working on, the front end of that particular project. Team B is actually working on the back end, and now by the time you guys are done, you can merge your code, which is what we call merging in GitHub, but we're not talking about that today. So I'm just telling you what branch is so you can understand. But for this, just to keep things simple, for this particular tutorial, I'm gonna make sure I'm just gonna push everything to the main branch, but then by the time you go forward, you will learn how to create different branch and push to that particular branch. Okay, for right now, the command is git branch -capital letter M to main. All right, click enter, and that's it. Now the next thing we want to do is to copy the remote URL, which is just the remote to our project. I'm going to copy that, which is first class. I'm gonna click enter. It's basically just having github.com/username and /firstapp.git. It's very important. Now when you click enter, that is saved right there. The last thing we want to do, we are ready to push our code to the cloud. So how do you do that? Git push -u origin m. That's what you do. So we're pushing to the main. Now, if you have a team working on, front end branch, you can just change this to front end, and it's just going to push your code to that particular branch in your GitHub website. But for right now, we only have the main branch because it creates the main branch automatically when you're creating your your repo. All right, with that being said, let me click enter, and we're just gonna see this go full time, and it's uploading our code, and it's pushing things down, and in a couple of minutes it's just gonna kind of like complete the whole thing. Depending on your network, and sometimes it could take time depending on the file you have here, so it's kind of like still loading. And once it's done, right now we're gonna go to the website and see if we have it up there. And yeah, so still loading, or it could be making it slow. Boom, and here we go, it's completed, right? We successfully pushed our first code to GitHub. Congratulations on that one. But let's verify things to make sure everything went well. Now if you come here and refresh this page, things are going to change a little bit. Now when you refresh this page, see what's going to happen. Boom, here you go. You have your res, you have your tutorial, you have all of everything you have here. And notice one thing down here. You can see this is a tutorial, right? And that's what we had inside our readme, and it's right here. So that's why I told you this particular readme file is just for you to explain what this particular first app project is about. All right, so with that being said, that's going to be it for right now. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to check out, create different branch, and just kind of like upload to different branch, and we'll take it up from there. Okay, with that being said, bye for now.